Almost 22, boy.
Almost
Oh, yeah,
22.
Did you guys message Liz happy birthday?
Oh, shit,
No.
did we
When
not?
the fuck
Did
was
we?
her
No.
birthday?
May the
Yesterday,
4th.
dude. May the
All
4th.
right.
Come on.
God
With
damn it. Her fucking birthday's fucking Star Wars
Star
Day.
Wars Day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is episode 12 of the Booth Podcast. Welcome back. Today we have our second guest ever. Sorry, Trey. Jack beat you to the punch.
Yeah.
But yeah, today we have our good buddy Trey on, who we met via fucking playing Destiny 1 on the Xbox, and we've been
Yeah.
playing and talking to him for what, fucking 5 years now?
5 years at this point.
So
No,
many
no,
years,
that'd be
dude.
6. It'll be 6 in
Has to be. Because
September.
it was like
It'll be
year
6 in
one of
September.
Destiny.
It was fucking
Yeah.
Like
month
year one,
1.
D1.
It was month 1
Yeah.
of D1
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I
that's
had
insane.
just cleared Volta Glass, and then Carson found me in the fucking tower, and he was like, "Yeah, we need to play." And then I think I ended up playing with you first before I even played with Carson somehow.
It might have been, yeah.
Somehow. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And
So
Melvin After Dark.
Melvin
was so
After
good.
Dark.
Those were
I
the
was gonna
days.
say, dude, this is not like, when I thought about it, I was like, this kind of isn't like first time for like a podcast scenario that I've done,
No.
that all three of us have done
Yeah.
really, because Melvin After Dark was essentially a podcast, and we just had video games in the background.
pretty much.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was
It
just
was.
weird shit. It
Yeah.
was fun shit
that,
though. It's
that,
fucking great.
That was a good time.
I
That
love
was a
that
good
shit.
time.
It's so good.
It was so funny.
Oh man.
So for those of you who probably don't know what we're talking about,
Yeah.
Matt used to have a Twitch channel called the Darth Melvin.
Yeah.
That was his original Twitch account, and he would do live streams. And every so often, we would do a live stream at like 10:30 at night,
It was so late. We would stay up
and
until
he
like 3 in the morning just bullshitting.
and he called it Melvin After Dark when we would do it like that, and when he would do the late night streams, and those are when the fun times occurred.
Oh, the
Um,
funnest of times. It was absolute just ridiculous conversation happening, and then Trey and our other buddy Carson from Oklahoma would hop in, and then we'd also get Trey or Liz, who we were talking about a second ago. Fucking
Yeah.
oh man.
That's how we met her.
That's like,
Yeah.
yeah, she just popped into your stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird
Crazy.
shit, man. It's weird how you meet people.
It's really insane how you meet people. Like, so Trey is a business owner.
Trey
if
is
you
a
wanna
business
call him
owner.
that.
He's a fucking business
Something.
owner. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh
Actually, I
man.
wanted to ask you. So first of all, you own a CBD company called CBD Solutions, right?
Yep.
And you are based in Oklahoma as of now. How has business been since this whole thing started?
COVID, that is, or
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. It's been fine. I've had to rethink some of my selling avenues for sure, because I did a lot of like not craft shows, but like trade shows and stuff, like where you just go and set up a little booth, and those have been canceled through like October so far.
Yeah.
That's rough. What?
But I've been
Go ahead.
I've
Go
been
ahead.
working with that pharmacy distribution company, which is, I just got off a call with them earlier today, and that's going really good. Should be in the first 5 pharmacies early next week.
Okay.
So that's
And these
coming right
pharmacies
along.
are
That's awesome.
those pharmacies are in Oklahoma.
They are in Kansas, and then one in
Kansas, okay.
Missouri. 4 in Kansas,
Okay.
1 in Missouri.
Okay.
Cool. Cool.
But yeah, it's pretty good. They're
That's-
an
that's-
essential business, so that's something that place where I can
Yeah.
still sell products.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
good.
big though. That's awesome for
It
you.
That
is.
is really big.
I'm really excited about it.
That's really cool.
Actually,
Oh man.
is Oklahoma reopened?
That's a good question. I'm in Florida right now, so
Oh, okay.
they never really close. I mean, not
Okay,
as much
fair.
as like bigger areas. I mean, there's definitely some restaurants that aren't open. There's not like dine-in restaurants anywhere, but for the most part, everything's still open.
Texas opened last week. Reopened.
Way less face masks in Oklahoma than there are here in Florida. Everyone's walking around with face masks, but
Well,
they
yeah,
have
'cause
more.
the beach is open.
Yeah, there's more cases here for sure, but it also seems like
Well, my
people
rule
are-
of thumb with the face mask has always been I'll wear the face mask like in Target, but I won't wear it outside because it's just like we're outside, like
Yeah.
you know. I probably is a dumb thing to say, but I feel like there's no use to wearing a face mask outside.
As long as you're 6 feet away.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Social
exactly.
distancing. Yeah.
That's what the CDC says.
Oh
I
man,
actually got an email from my gym this morning saying that they're actually looking to reopen sometime soon, with Texas being reopened now.
dude, I can't. I'm itching for the rock climbing place to open back up here.
Oh
Like,
yeah, you were just getting into
oh
rock climbing when you
god,
started.
dude, I was just getting into it.
Yeah,
I went like 4 times, I think, and I was
yeah,
like I got bit by the bug, dude. It's fucking addictive. So much fun though. So much fun. But yeah, they shut down like after like the third or fourth time that I went, and I was like, this fucking sucks. I just want to get back to rock climbing. Oh God.
Do you
Have
do
you?
like bouldering where you're like where you don't have the strap, or you do like climb really tall when you have like your all strapped in?
So I did the they called it the line whenever or that place they referred to it as the line. I did that twice with a buddy of mine and I was like, yeah, I don't know, it's not that much fun. And then we started doing bouldering and he like started showing me like the different like V1, V2, V3 and
yeah,
like going up the ranks and I was like, this gets really intense really fast, but I had so much fun with it and I will definitely be continuing as soon as it opens back up. But yeah, I mainly stuck to the bouldering side of it.
If you want your forearms to look like a turkey leg, bouldering's where it's at.
Dude, oh my God. I like even just in like I went it was kind of expensive to go, but I was like, fuck it, like I'm having fun. Um, but yeah, I went like 4 times in 2 weeks and like so much fucking fun. And right after, like like I didn't know my hands could be as sore as they were the first time I
Mhm.
went. Like literally 3 days after, like my hands were sore, which is
yeah,
rare for me because like I don't know, like I work in a fucking fab shop, like I'm working with my hands all day, and like
yeah.
I didn't realize that my hands could be this sore. Like it was insane. And like all through my forearm, I was like, Jesus Christ. Like it was a new pain that I had not experienced before. But definitely worth it. Ton of fun. And like it's crazy how in depth that you can get with like the technique of how to take on different routes and stuff with the different difficulty of the bouldering, but
Yeah.
it's fun. Have you been rock climbing recently? Well, not with all this
um,
COVID stuff, but
yeah, I've not. It's been a little while. I've got a gym here that I had a membership to for a little while, but it kind of fell off my priorities list. But
okay.
Yeah.
I try and make an effort to get out there every now and again.
Well,
So
if you
you were.
ever come down to Lafayette, we need to go.
Okay,
There's
wait.
also some
Okay,
really
wait,
fun
wait,
food.
wait, wait, wait,
Oh,
wait. I was gonna ask you guys about this. I know we
what?
got this whole COVID shit, but I'm driving back to Oklahoma early next week. I could drive back that way and stop by and say what up.
I mean, shit, if you want to.
I mean, I'm not in Lafayette, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I was thinking about it.
I
I don't
mean,
really have anything better to do.
if you want to, come on. Come
It's
on.
either that or try and drive it straight through, so it doesn't take me more than one day,
Well, I mean, you know,
like 19 hours.
we got a guest room slash my mom's office that you can crash in if you want. So, what part of Florida are you in right now?
The very southern tip, like 60 miles north of Miami,
Damn.
Ah,
West Palm Beach.
Okay.
nice, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
So how
Yeah, if it
far of
was
a
any wider
drive?
out of side, I would have got my little space set up out there by the pool. Get some
That would
palm
have
trees
been
in the
nice.
background.
That would have been cool. How far of a drive did you have from Oklahoma?
On the way here, it took like 23 hours, but it was because we
Jesus.
Jesus.
stopped and stuff. Like by myself, I should be able to make it in like 19 and a half, 20 hours.
It was you and your sister, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, we
Yeah.
kind of caravanned it. I drove my own car, and then my sister drove my mom's car, and then my mom drove like a rented SUV just to carry more stuff, basically.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Some stuff she didn't want in the moving truck.
Gotcha. So are you gonna live in Oklahoma or Florida, or what's your?
Yeah, Oklahoma. I just came here to take a break. I've just been basically sitting by the pool and working on my
Yeah,
labels and just working. I mean, this is just a nicer environment to hang out
that's
and
fair.
work on my
Yeah,
stuff. Like,
that's
you're
definitely
offering
fair.
me a couple of weeks to just go vacation in Florida? I can get behind it.
Yeah, go
That's fair.
bullshit for a couple weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah, take a break. Oh man.
for sure.
Oh, dude.
So
So, fucking insanity. So, just to update you guys, I didn't tell you about this, Connor. So, Thursday, I caught fire at work. Okay? Good
Oh,
time. Yeah, caught fire at work. Okay?
Like yourself, or there was a fire at your work, or
Okay, so
you
to
caught on
explain,
fire?
to
Yeah.
explain what happened, the situation that happened. So we, so sometimes we have like fuel tank repairs and stuff. Well, I was doing one of them, and diesel went on the floor, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna avoid that area, and I'll clean it up later. Well, my coworker had tracked it like back to where I was, walking back and forth through the shop. Anyways, just like the tiniest bit, and he ended up lighting it like an hour and a half later due to a grinder and throwing sparks onto it. Fire is real, okay? Okay. Fire's very real.
that's
So,
the government.
anyway, it lit and it caught my jeans only a little bit and then immediately went up to my leg hair, completely caught my leg hair on fire on the back like side of my left calf. And I was like, all right, fuck it. Well, whenever I got home, I was like, this is terrible, and the entire like back left side of my leg was like completely scorched. And I was like, all right, well this looks awful. So I went ahead and I shaved my legs. Weirdest fucking sensation
Nice.
on the planet. Weirdest
How far up?
sensation on the
Okay,
planet,
but
dude.
My question is, how far up did you go? Like,
How
where did
far
you
up
stop
did
your
I go?
shaving?
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
I shaved like up to.
Did you shave your ass crack?
No, I didn't shave my ass crack.
Okay, okay,
But I mean,
okay.
like
I'm just curious.
everyone should do some manscaping, and I already do that. So like,
Fair enough.
I mean, I was like, fuck it. So I went ahead and I shaved my whole
Not
legs.
sponsored, by the way.
Not sponsored. That'll happen.
Should be.
Dude.
Anyways,
Speaking of sponsored, did you guys see that Summit lost his Monster sponsorship?
how
What?
did you manage that?
He pulled a bong out on stream. Swear to God, dude, he had it sitting like it would be like if it was right here. Like if he like reached over and like you could see like this far. Like if this was the top, and he like you see him look at it, and then you see him look at stream and go, and then like try and casually like turn it off, and he like sets it down, and then his official statement was that he was helping his mom clean a vase. Swear.
Oh god,
Oh my god.
that's fucking hilarious.
That is
Yep.
so bad.
Oh
That is
god.
So bad.
But what if he was fueling that bong with Monster opposed to
Monster,
water?
like
Yeah.
I
Like
think
what
he
if he
wished
just
they kept
slapped a
yeah.
Monster sticker on there and he was like, fuck it, and he's just pouring Monster into the bong?
Yeah. That's funny.
That is-
That's what I saw about it. Someone was like, I want to see someone smoking a bong and someone chugging monsters. And
Yeah.
let's see who dies first.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
I think
yeah.
Monster's gonna pull their sponsorship over that.
Oh
that is
man.
so funny.
No, dude, they could do a cannabis infused monster. It seems counterintuitive,
Hey.
but they could do a cannabis
Bro, there's Red Bull
infused
vodka.
monster.
That's counterintuitive.
Hey, don't shit on my Red Bull vodka. That shit's amazing. No, but yeah, dude, you could do a cannabis infused monster and then just have, another Summit sponsorship. Just slap
There you
his
go.
face on the
I
side.
like
You
it.
know, better yet, you could do a screen cap of him pulling it out on stream. Just the bong out on stream on the can. I think that's what we need.
Oh
I'll
my God.
find it.
Yeah, that would
Find
be
it
fucking
for you.
hilarious.
He's on Mixer now, isn't he?
No, he stayed Twitch.
He did.
It's just
Okay.
Shroud, I think, that got switched.
That's Shroud. Shroud. And Ninja.
Shroud and
I was watching.
go ahead.
I was watching a Uno video where it was Tim the Tap Man, Ninja, basically I do work, and I forgot who the fourth person was, but they were playing high stakes Uno, and the entire time they were ripping on Ninja being on Mixer because the other three guys were on Twitch. And like, hey Ninja, how's your 50 viewers over there?
Oh, dude, that's fucking
And
funny.
at one point, Ninja just got into it. He's like, bro, it's fine. I only have 50 viewers anyway.
Dude, that's funny. You know what though? I support that. From their point of view, that is so cool for them because they just transferred, like they got the money up front. They're not like
Yeah.
fiending for these donations now. Like they got a lump sum settlement and was
But
told,
Twitch lost their Twitch Prime boy. Like he was the Twitch Prime man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Well, that's
King Ithalian as well, Destiny streamer, he swapped over.
Yeah, I knew that.
And he got paid a crisp 5 mil just to swap to Mixer.
I know.
did he really?
He got paid 5 mil to
Dude,
swap
that's
to
what I'm
Mixer.
saying. Shroud and Ninja got. I mean,
Like
I
shit,
know
if
it's
I was a
smaller
streamer,
YouTubers,
huge
if
but
I was a
payout.
streamer and they were like, "Hey, come to Mixer," I'd be like, "Fuck, if you're gonna write me a fat ass check, why
Yeah.
not?" Like,
yeah,
I'm doing the same thing, you know?
yeah,
And honestly, less work, less
Yeah.
chat to deal with. If you really
yeah.
enjoy it, that might be a bit of a downside. But when
Well,
you're talking about hundreds of thousands of people watching you, like that has to be hectic, like
But the
stressful.
thing
exactly.
is the week, or not the week, but like a few months after Ninja swapped, someone was looking at the Mixer numbers, like they were live streaming on Twitch looking at Mixer numbers, and it was while Ninja was live. Ninja had, I'm just gonna throw out a big number, 20,000 people watching him. Just I don't even know if that was a real number, but the next closest stream was 10. Like the person in second place that was streaming on Mixer was 10 viewers,
Damn.
Only 10,
only 10. So
not
like
ten
it's
thousand.
not 10,000, just 10.
Yeah,
So it's people are just going to Mixer to watch Ninja and Shroud and everyone else that moved over there.
but that's
Like,
exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, I
Like
yeah,
mean,
that
if
accomplished the goal.
yeah, like if I was in a
but
situation
the
that I had
problem,
1 million people like following my stream, and
yeah,
you have, let's say, 20,000 viewing you live every day,
yeah,
that's a shit ton of people to deal with chat. And then even if you put it to like sub only mode where
yeah.
subscribers can only chat, that's still a lot of people. But
But
I mean,
the
uh,
problem is that they're not the viewers are going to watch these big streamers and they're not going out to see what else is on Mixer. That's the issue.
well, yeah, but I mean, think about it. If you were in their shoes, I would much rather swap to another platform, get a huge check cut for me, and be like, all right, that's
I'm not blaming it
awesome.
on the streamers.
No,
I'm
no, no,
saying
no.
on Mixer themselves
Y-
is like,
Yeah, but also another benefit to it is that you have the people that legitimately want to see you, and they'll move
yeah,
over to
that's
another
true.
platform opposed to
That's
just
fair.
being like, oh, he's the top guy. I guess I'll watch him.
Yeah. I also watched. I also know of a smaller YouTuber who got paid $1 million to go to Facebook.
To stream or to post
No,
videos?
stream, because
Oh,
they
okay.
have Facebook gaming live streams now. And
Well,
whenever it
that's
Facebook
was
is
like,
a
first going
dying
out,
platform.
oh,
it's a
right,
dying
yeah.
platform. But like the thing is that
But
it
shit, if they'll
what
cut me $1 million check,
is $1 million for like, I want to say a 3-year contract.
I wonder. So, I, Connor, you know about this. If you run like OBS, and I think Streamlabs might do it. I'm not familiar with Streamlabs, but OBS now allows you to stream to multiple places at once.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be against contract if you're like signed a contract with Mixer and it's like, all right, here's where I'm going to
Yeah,
stream? Would it be against contract to stream it on
yeah,
YouTube
it
or
is because
Facebook?
the
Okay,
reason why they're paying the big money is that they own you essentially.
gotcha.
They
You're contracted. You're salaried.
yeah,
You're a
yeah,
salaried game player at that point because it is going to be like a contract with a set length of time. But you are, instead of wondering, hey, how much am I going to make today from subs
yeah.
and donations, and you are already guaranteed, and you're still making that just with
Right.
a
And
lesser audience.
whenever you're partnered with Twitch, you're in a similar contract where you can no longer go and stream it on multiple platforms.
Yeah,
If you're only a Twitch affiliate, you still can. You don't get that contract until you're a full partner.
gotcha.
So that's why you'll see some smaller streams that are affiliated, so they're still getting subscriptions, because when you're affiliate you get your sub button now instead of being partnered.
That's
Um,
nice.
but you're still
What's
making money off of bits and Twitch
what's the
or bits and
requirements to get affiliated?
they switched like this achievement system. So I think that within a 30-day span, you need to stream, or in a 12-day span, you need to stream 8 hours. In a 30-day stream, you need to have an average of 3 viewers chatting in your chat, and you need to have an average of 5 viewers just watching the stream in those 30 days. And in 30 days, you need to stream 7 unique days, I think,
Damn.
are the requirements,
Okay,
and
so
then
I just
have
looked up
100
that.
followers.
I looked up the actual figures. So for 2018, Twitch had 75% of the market share for like game streaming. Mixer had
Okay,
1%, Facebook gaming had 1%, and then YouTube gaming had 22%. And then
Okay.
for
okay,
2019, Mixer and Facebook gaming had 3% each, and then Twitch had 73%.
and
So
YouTube
that's
was
all they're
lower.
trying to do is
Yeah,
21%. So it dropped one.
yeah.
But Mixer's just trying to buy out Twitch's market share, basically.
That's fair. And
I don't blame them.
I think we got lucky, because for a while there, Twitch really did have the monopoly on live streaming video games. But we got lucky that it was a good platform to do it on.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
it's not like it was a like it wasn't like a bad, like it wasn't a bad company. Essentially, it wasn't like a greedy
Well,
company.
and then
Yeah.
even Amazon buying them out, they still kept Twitch the way it was for the most part.
Yeah. If anything, they made it better in my opinion with
I
the
think they
Twitch
made it
Prime
better
stuff.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the Prime sub? Like, I get it in theory, but why is it like if you use your Prime sub on like a Twitch streamer, it does like classify it as a Prime sub? So is that just
So
Amazon?
so here's the deal
Is
with the
it? Do
Prime
you
sub.
get paid different? Like, does the streamer get
Yes,
paid different?
the streamer
No, the
does get
streamer.
paid different.
No, they get the same amount.
No,
They get they get $2.50 per sub, no matter what.
they get
No.
5.
Oh, they get
They
five.
get
Oh, they get
5.
more.
That makes a lot
So
more
so
sense as to
here's the
why they're
deal with the
so.
Prime sub is you get a Prime sub via an Amazon Prime subscription,
One a
which
month, right?
yeah,
One
so you
free
get
month.
one a month. So you can put
Yeah.
it on like the auto renew and just have it go to the same streamer every month.
No, actually, you can't do auto renew.
Oh, you can't?
That's one thing you
So
can't
you
auto
have
renew
to
it. But
manually put it
you have
in.
to manually do it. But you have like they changed the way that like you remember like subs in a row like for a month like how that works. So
Yeah.
now you
And you
can
get different
choose
badges
whether
next to your name in that chat
right,
if you've
but
been
it used to be
subscribed
that you
for
had to
X amount
keep
of months.
you had to keep like it going, right? Or
Yeah.
you had to resubscribe within 2 days of your subscription or 7 days within your subscription running out if you didn't have it on auto renew or you're using a Twitch Prime. But now you can select whenever you're subscribing to a channel that you've subscribed to in the past before. Like if you're doing Twitch Prime subs, you can choose to announce your overall like the amount of time overall you've been subbed to the channel for. So like even if you took a 2 month break, and but previously you had a year, right? So you had 12 months previously. You took a 2 month break and then you resubscribed another month, and you could choose to say either 1 month or 13 months.
Gotcha.
So that they changed it like that.
But
But
that
no, you can't set it up to renew.
okay, well good to know.
Yeah.
But the deal with the Prime sub is that they get paid double for your subscription,
Yeah.
which is kind of a big deal. I mean,
Mhm.
if you got 10 Prime subs, opposed to 20 regular, I mean that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So I see where the streamers are, why they
I
want
didn't
that
even
Prime
have to
sub so
renew.
Advertising.
bad. Yeah,
Use
Yeah.
your yeah, use your Prime sub.
yeah, use your Prime
But the
sub.
thing is that it's I don't think they should feel bad for asking about it, and because it's not like because there's a whole
Here's the deal with
controversy.
it. It's not a bigger because they're not taking any more out of your pocket as an
No,
Amazon
exactly.
user. I think it's a
Right.
great business thing for everybody
Well,
because
what I'm saying is there was that controversy not too long ago about that female streamer saying that if you didn't have $5 to sub, then don't even watch me. Like you're just like poor or whatever.
damn.
Like she said that on stream, and it was a big controversial thing about like streamers asking for subs and
Was
like
she
what's the
saying
right
it
way to do it.
jokingly?
She
Have you not
claimed she
seen it?
was.
No, it
No.
was so serious. She was
It was
pissed.
serious. It was
Damn.
really pissed.
Yeah.
But the thing
Okay.
is that I don't. So the reason why I said I don't think streamers should feel bad about asking people to Prime sub because, like you said, if they already have an Amazon account, then it's no extra money to the user, but they're getting double pay. But the way
I think
she
it's a
asked for it, she
win-win.
was asking for regular subs instead of the Prime subs. So it,
Y-
you know,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's okay to be as a streamer to be like, fuck you if you won't
yeah,
pay to watch me.
yeah,
I mean,
Um,
but you're essentially trying to sell yourself too. Like, I look at it from the perspective of like, how in the world would I sell anything if I never was like, at some point you have to be like,
yeah. At some point, you have to
so you want
advertise
to
yourself.
buy it? Like, whether that
Yeah,
be like
right.
your stream.
Yes,
Do you
yes,
want
I
to
I
pay me for
agree with
this?
you. I
Like,
agree with you. I agree with you. But there is a timing aspect to that. There's a
mhm.
correct time frame whenever you can
And there's a
start
way to
asking those
do it.
questions,
Like a
and
way to
there's
do it,
a
but
good way to
courteously.
do it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. Cuz
Like a streamer that I watch regularly, the way he says it is, um, if you're new, follow. If you're filthy rich, subscribe. Like he's making you feel like only the rich people are the ones that should subscribe. If you don't have money, don't worry about it.
yeah.
Essentially, but if you can do it,
Yeah,
that's the
I
way he
mean
advertises it.
the way Twitch is as a platform is it's free streaming.
Yeah,
Like you can watch it
exactly.
for free and there's essentially unlimited content. Whether or not it's
Yeah,
good, it's essentially unlimited.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Depends upon what time of day.
yeah, so depending on who
All I'm
you're
saying
That's
is
watching,
my
what
that
game
problem
you're
with it.
watching, but
yeah,
I mean, the thing is that if you're a streamer, you should just be grateful that people would pay to keep you doing that. Like that's the
yeah,
whole goal behind the whole sub deal.
right.
It's not like pay me because I'm doing this. It's pay me because you want me to continue to do this.
and like
And do
but
it better.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like you can make.
improve the
I mean,
quality of the
Right.
channel,
yep.
improve what you're doing.
um I mean, you say that, sometimes it's not the best content, but every time I go into just chatting, no matter what time of day, there's always premium content being streamed.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people out there that are doing good stuff,
I mean, are you
but
talking like Snapchat Premium? You got like
yeah,
a silly smile on
premium
your face right
Snapchat.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, premium
Yeah,
Snapchat.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they get the
Premium
only the
content.
OnlyFans link to
Yeah.
it.
Bro,
Exactly.
there was a streamer. Was it? I don't know if I'm confusing this with oh, what's his face? iDubbbz's girlfriend. But I think there was a streamer. I think it was her that got in trouble for linking her OnlyFans on her Twitch account.
Fuck it, dude. Let them link at OnlyFans.
Yeah. She got banned from Twitch for linking her OnlyFans on her Twitch account.
That's ridiculous.
Right.
You know what they should have? They should have 18 only like link. Like click on this 18
Yeah.
and up.
Yeah.
And that's what it should
I
be.
mean, but the thing is that
Twitch
streamers
after dark, dude.
Or better
Twitch
yet,
after dark.
even better yet, what you could do is just link your Twitter, and I'm pretty sure OnlyFans is run by Twitter.
It is. It's owned
Okay,
by Twitter.
so it's owned by
I
Twitter.
think.
Just I think it is.
I
I don't know.
maybe.
Look it up,
I'll
Trey.
Google it.
What
Yeah.
you got, Jamie?
Yeah.
um, no, but yeah, I mean, just run it through Twitter. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a ton of
Yeah.
girls. There's a ton of titty streamers out there doing that right now.
But the thing is that, and I was looking into this because I was looking into advertising this podcast. The big problem is, where do you send people with the link that you're showing them? Right? Do you send them, because like the more steps a person has to take to find what you want them to find,
Oh yeah,
the
no,
least likely it is that
I'm
they're going
not
to find
saying
them.
it's optimal to go through Twitter
Right.
to get to
Right.
a porn subscription, but I'm just
Right.
saying if you really want to throw that
Hey.
out there,
According to OnlyFans, it's not just porn.
it's not just porn.
It's just like
That's a
Tumblr. Have you
good
guys
that's
ever
a good
seen the
title. It's a good slogan.
Yeah. Dude, it's actually a great video to look at. It's college humor, but it's like they do like spoofs on CEOs. So they did one like on the Tide CEO for the whole Tide Pod thing, and he's like, people are doing what? And then he's like, just bring me out whatever new products we have, and they're like, they bring him out a hamburger, and they're like, this is our new dish soap. He's like, that is a hamburger, and then everything they bring out, and it's like just more food, and he's like, there's food.
Well,
But there's a Tumblr
so
one like that that's like,
so I don't think it ever hit the market, or if it did, it was very minute. But Twix actually did, like, they actually worked together with Tide to make a Twix candy bar that was packaged in and looked like Tide Pods.
It's a soap bar,
nice.
dude.
Way to capitalize on that.
So it was and the way that they got it past like the FDA, like it would pass FDA for like food obviously, but like ethical reasons, like the way that they described it was that it was it's like vaping. It's a way to get the kids off the Tide Pods eating something that's not necessarily good for them, but better than Tide Pods.
So anything.
So it's the whole deal with vaping. You're just, getting them off cigarettes, but we're gonna give them a soap bar that looks like a
Dude,
Twix bar,
speaking of
or a
vaping,
Twix bar that looks like soap.
the funniest thing in the world is whenever you have big tobacco like lobbying against vaping for being unhealthy, and then but they're just sitting there like
Well,
big tobacco.
the funniest
as
fucking
they
thing to
launch their
me
brand.
is that
Exactly,
Marlboro owns
exactly.
Juul.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Like that's
They
fucking
also-
hilarious to me.
Marlboro also owns Mission Win Now, who is the title sponsor for Ferrari, and they're allowed to run that.
Yeah, but
company.
F1 doesn't give a fuck. They're like, yeah,
Well, no,
throw
they
whatever
do.
the fuck you want on there.
No, they really do. They're really big against tobacco.
You
now.
you want to throw an OnlyFans advertisement on a car?
Bro,
Yeah.
someone back in the day, someone legitimately had a Playboy sponsorship and had a naked girl in their car.
Fuck it, let them have a Playboy sponsorship. You might see somebody die at that race. What's better, pornography or death?
Why not both?
If you're gonna bring a kid to a race, you just be like, hey, somebody might die, but or if like a mom's freaking out, fucking Karen's at an F1 race, okay, and she's
Bro.
like freaking out. There's like, I'm sorry, there's a
Dude,
naked
the
woman
Karens-
on
the
that
Karens at
fucking
the
car.
F1 races are so funny.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. But if you got a fucking Karen at an F1 race and they're freaking out
Yeah.
about a naked woman on a car, well, you could be like, bitch, somebody might die.
Last year, whenever I went to the F1 race, I ran into this lady or no, it was 2 years ago. We were sitting close to this lady who had only bought tickets to see Pink perform. because the only way that you could see Pink perform was if you had tickets to the race. So she shows up like she shows up like she's
Decked
like,
out in a
oh,
fucking pink t-shirt.
well, no, she just shows up. She's like, she was obviously one of those women.
Hmm.
And she shows up just like thinking, oh, let me check out what's this Formula One thing. Like she didn't even look it up. And then she's like, they're promoting global warming. They're too loud. They're noise polluting. They're and I was sitting here like, first of all, most of the fuel that they use is biofuel. Second of all, they're hybrid cars, which is the exact same car you probably have parked in the parking lot.
No, dude,
Third
she's
of
driving a
all,
Tesla. What the fuck are you talking about?
this is
Karen,
Austin. That's
I don't
true.
think Karen drives a Tesla. I think Karen
I
drives
think
like a
Karen might drive a Tesla.
2001
But wait. We're
Honda
talking we're
Odyssey.
talking about a Karen in Austin.
This
It's a
is an
it's a
Austin car
hybrid of
Okay,
Karen. It's a hybrid of
okay,
Karen.
I see
because
it.
Austin has two Tesla dealerships.
Yeah, they're big
So
balling out there, dude. She's
two
got a
Tesla
Model S.
dealerships, two Tesla
Actually,
dealerships, and a
unpopular
Ferrari
opinion.
dealership.
I'm over Elon. Elon's pissing me off lately.
Dude, Elon's
What?
fucking hilarious on Twitter right now.
No,
Elon's the
I
funniest
don't know,
motherfucker
dude.
on Twitter right now.
I'm over
Hey,
it, dude.
SpaceX is about to launch the first two Americans from American
Dude,
soil.
okay, so like if it didn't mean that I was staying in Florida for an entire month, I was gonna try and plan it around. I know NASA said
Yeah,
everyone stay home, no one come.
yeah.
But are you
Well,
fucking kidding me? Like I'm
so
going.
when
Go
we were in
fucking
Disney
park a
World,
car like semi close to it and just sit on
Right,
top.
dude,
Just fuck it.
dude. I
the
want to
guy,
watch it so bad.
Yeah.
there's a streamer that I watch. He watches it just off one of the highways down there when he goes to watch them. There's just like he just pulls off on the side of the highway, and there's a perfect shot to Cape Canaveral
Actually,
that you
you
can
would
see.
definitely know this, Connor. Is it? It's got to be the rocket that has the landing boosters, right?
Yeah, it is.
Dude, I want to watch
The
them
Falcon 9.
land in real life so
Yeah,
bad.
that
Dude,
one you
I
would be
want to
able to see
fucking
too,
do
because
that.
whenever when they launch the rocket to the International Space Station, those are the ones that come and land on land. When they're delivering satellites, those are the ones that land on the water, and you can't see from the water because it's over the curvature of the Earth.
Hmm.
That's why they lose satellite. That's why they lose radio connection to it, and they have to switch to satellite during the launch because it's
That's why we
over the
need
curvature of the
Starlink.
Earth. Yeah.
Starlink
Um.
fix that.
Dude, I fucking saw those satellites the other night.
Did you?
Yeah, okay. So I was at
They're
Joseph's
really easy
house.
to see.
I was
They're
at
really easy
Joseph's
to
house
see.
and I was soldering my guitar and because I had to fix all this electrical shit on it and I'm sitting out on his back porch and I'm fixing it and he's telling me he's like there's fucking spaceships up here and I was like what are you talking about and he's like there's all these spaceships they keep coming and he's like you got to come check this out like you're gonna miss it and I was like what the fuck are you talking about so I walked out and I was like huh. And then him and his dad and I are like talking about it. And we're like, what the fuck could that be? And I was like, I don't know. I think they're satellites. Like they're super
Yeah.
fucking high up there. Like we would hear something if they were aircrafts. And his dad's like, no, like they have to be aircrafts. I was like, no, like we'd see green and
It's
red
Russia.
dots. We'd see
It's
green and
Russia.
red dots. We'd hear something. Like
Yeah.
and they're
Those
flying
blinking lights are a dead giveaway for
and
aircraft.
they're flying too perfectly to be
Yeah.
in the atmosphere.
If it was only one, I would say that it was the ISS. But if it's multiple, then that's satellites.
I
That
love
Well,
that. Do you
it
guys
was
ever?
it was
I
like
go out to
fucking
look at the
50 of
ISS.
them.
So do
It
I.
was like
Yeah.
50 of them just in a perfect plane and I'm like, "Holy shit, this is so cool." But
Yeah.
he was freaking out for a second. He was like, "Yeah, dude, they're fucking spaceships." But
I mean,
it was cool to
but no.
watch.
So
It was cool to watch.
yeah. But the ISS ones, those are the ones that land on land. So you would have seen the booster land on land if you had gone. But no, when we were in Disney
Well,
World,
it hasn't happened yet. What do you mean? If I would have gone, I still might go. I might make the
okay,
drive down
okay.
from Oklahoma
Well, when we were in Disney World,
Come pick me
I
up.
was supposed to go.
when I was there. When you were in Disney World when I was there and we didn't know that
Right,
time.
that time.
Okay, yeah.
Y'all are
That one
fucking
time at summer
retarded,
camp.
dude. Like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
Anyways, there was actually we had tickets to go to Cape Canaveral, on Thursday, like one of the like the Thursday, um, which was the day we ended up flying back because we came home a day early. But we were supposed to go to Cape Canaveral on Thursday, and they closed it obviously before we could go. But there was also a space. There was supposed to be a SpaceX launch on Wednesday from Cape Canaveral. So and you can they watched when I was at Disney the year before. One of the boat pilots told me that sometimes they would stop the boats on the water during a space shuttle launch so people on the boat could see the space shuttle launch because you could see it on a clear day from Disney World. And it was a pretty clear day when they were supposed to launch the rocket, but I wasn't in position to see it. Like my hotel room. Long story short, I didn't see it, but there was a SpaceX launch while we were there. Is the point?
That's
Um,
cool.
so yeah,
That's really cool.
but no, why is Elon pissing you off right now?
Why is it pissing me off? Okay, first of all, I know you saw the tweet where he's like, uh, Tesla stock is
I
too
knew.
high right
I
now, in
knew
my
it.
opinion. Okay, first of all, and I don't even have any money in Tesla. And I'm like, dude, that is actually so fucking scummy. Like, the SEC is going to be on him for that. It dropped like 11% in the span of like 20 minutes after he said that. Like,
Tesla stock is too high right now.
Oh man.
that's dumb. But also his whole Free America Now thing. Someone retweeted something that he tweeted, I guess, a couple of years ago that was like, if my opinion is on the other side of science, choose science. And I'm like, don't know what
But
to
the
tell
thing
you,
is
bro.
but science is on the other side of science right now. That's the problem.
No,
There's no
really.
definitive.
Look, no. The reason everyone needs to reopen is to get everyone off unemployment. Even
I
people
mean,
that I
yeah,
know that I went to high school with, that's what $600 a week is so much more than you're gonna make at, I
at
don't know
Burger
about in
King.
Austin and bigger
No,
like
no, no.
metropolitan
Even
areas,
still,
but
I was
in
making. I quit right before I would have gotten fired at the movie theater because I was working in a movie theater before this all went down, and I literally quit the week before everybody got fired from the movie theater, and so, but at the movie theater I was making $9 an hour, working 8-hour shifts 3 times a week, or no, 1 time a week, because they just had so many employees.
Mhm.
So I was making, what's that, 50 something dollars a week.
Dude, check this deformed Skittle. What is wrong with you? I'm not gonna eat it.
It's got the COVID.
It does.
Totally has a COVID. No, yeah, I think they kind of went overboard giving everybody $600 a week because especially in like even in Lafayette where I am, like that's way more money than a guy my age needs. Like
Mm-hmm. Well,
I
you're
don't know.
to be fair, you're making way more money than a guy your age needs, and we've been
Okay,
over that
yes,
before.
but I also have skills that most people my age don't have.
Your
So
dad even told you that one,
I'm being paid handsomely for skills that I went to school to get. But
and you're using that money to come visit me in Austin.
exactly, as soon as all this shit gets normal. But
Dude, gas prices are so cheap. It literally cost me like $40 to drive from Oklahoma to Florida.
The other day
yeah,
it was
fucking
99 cents
great.
a gallon.
We have some 99 cents in Oklahoma too.
It's back up
Yeah,
to like 130 now, but like a couple days ago it was 99 cents.
It's 115 right now. Filled up 2 days ago.
Florida's kind of expensive. They're still at like $2, which I think is cheap for Florida, but
Yeah.
That is cheap for Florida. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I think they
insanity.
went overboard giving everybody $600 just because that's fucking ridiculous. Because
dude,
like,
why? The Fed has unlimited money. Fuck it.
but
I mean,
yeah, when you can
but
print it, it's
inflation.
fine. But
Yeah.
no, but I don't. I think it's kind of ridiculous because now you have
So why would
people
they do it?
that are not wanting to go back to work,
That's
Mhm.
also true.
And
and
but
that's
that's
a
what
big issue.
but that's the motivation behind reopening is that they just need people to get back to work.
Yeah, but when
Well,
is the cutoff date for these checks? Because as
Well,
many
that was the
people
thing.
as
They
everyone's
extended
just
it
gonna
an
write it out as
extra.
possible, as long as
I
possible.
believe it's 180 days, 6 full
it
months.
is. It is.
That's ridiculous.
The governor of
Because
California wants to keep California under quarantine, under lockdown until 2022. That's what he said on record.
What the
okay,
fuck?
I know that's not realistic, but I'm just telling you that's the mindset of like California right now.
okay, my whole thing with it, and I was
Who's
talking to
the
my sister
governor
about
of
this,
California?
not to come Arnold
No, he's not.
Schwarzenegger. I know, I'm
No,
kidding.
I
he
am the
came out.
governor.
He would have opened California already if he still was the governor.
Fuck
Okay,
COVID.
I'll shoot it.
I will punch it. He's Brick
Get
from
to the chopper. Yeah.
That's why Mike Tyson's been training again. He's about to fight COVID for us.
Dude, fucking Mike Tyson. Y'all follow Joe Rogan on Instagram? That motherfucker's a
Yes.
beast. Oh my
By the way,
god.
did you see the before and after picture of him like 6 months ago versus now?
No.
6 months ago, he was at a Jacksonville Jaguars game and he was looking a little chubby,
Uh-huh.
and now he's ripped as fuck
Well,
again.
the fucking training video that I saw
Yeah,
that you sent
yeah,
me. Oh
yeah,
my god.
yeah.
That dude's gonna murder someone. Like, what the hell? Like, he's like, fuck guns. Nobody needs guns. I'm just gonna use my fucking hands. Like, he could murder someone. Oh
He owns a
my
weed factory.
god. I know.
I,
I want to
I
try some of it out.
I've never been a Joe Rogan fan. I don't know. I can't. I just feel like he's. I don't know.
Too
He's too
bro science
something
for
for
you?
me.
Okay,
He's
Yeah, a
too
little
bro
bit.
for you.
Like he's a little too bro for me. I'm
that's
like,
fine.
That's fine. That's
Well,
fair.
we all got our flavor. It's all right.
That's very
yeah.
true.
Oh man.
No, he seems
Mine
cool,
just
but it's like,
Wait, what'd you
and
say?
I was of he said he seemed cool and then
Ah,
he was just yeah
no,
but
like
no
trailed off. Yeah.
yeah and I was like that about him for a really long time and then I fell down a rabbit hole and I just started watching all of his podcasts and like started to like see his reasoning and like understand him more as a person than just a comedian and then I became a bigger fan
well,
and
I mean, I didn't even know because like I don't know. I never watched Fear Factor just because like my parents
neither
are
did I.
weird. They didn't like watch
Yeah,
TV
same.
like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know him from that. My parents don't like watch UFC, so he wasn't like a familiar face. The only
My mom
reason
hates UFC. My dad was kind of into fighting. Like whenever he was like there. He watched early UFC fights, but like when him and my mom got married, he kind of stopped watching it. I found that out the
I
other day.
I legitimately had no idea that Joe Rogan like had all these things that he did and like
Neither
his
did I.
name was on all this stuff and I was like, "Hold up." And the first podcast that I listened to I think might have been Elon and then I went back to like I don't know, a year prior to that and just listened to all of them through
The
just
first
cuz
episode the
I
first
enjoyed them.
episode I listened to was one of the ones with Bert because I became a really big Bert Kreischer fan. Uh, I don't even know how that happened, but it's just one of those things where you fall down a rabbit hole of like
Yeah,
watching like comedy specials and stuff. So
it
found
happens.
him and I watched that podcast and I was like, this could be a good way to get into the Joe Rogan experience because it's a comedian that I already know that I like, and then let me see how I feel about Rogan. So
Well, I don't even. I'm not a huge fan of Joe Rogan's stand up. He yells on stage 24/7, and I'm not about it. There's
so does
like
the man.
there's a certain tone there's a certain tone to his voice that I just I don't know. I can't hear it. It's like fucking sandpaper in my ears.
I like
I
it.
just
I
feel like
enjoy it.
he's like the Rick and Morty version of Alex Jones. Like I don't know like how to like quantify that, but like that's
The
in my
Rick and
head.
Morty
Like
version
that's
of Alex Jones. That's good.
I can see that. I can see that. He's had Alex Jones on the podcast twice.
I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. Oh man,
He's
that
got a
was a
cute dog
fucking
though.
good podcast though. He does have a
Oh,
cute dog.
and Alex Jones's old house is really close to my house. I drive by it all the time.
Just go buy Alex Jones' old house. You could probably
I'm
find like
not
a
a fan
bunker under
anymore.
there.
Probably.
Yeah,
I'm actually afraid to dig up that backyard.
just fucking dig up the backyard, dude. I guarantee you, you'll find something.
His front gate is just it's just like a cream color, and then like he obviously has like a wall, like it's like a 3 foot wide wall that's like 7 feet tall that surrounds his entire property, and then his front gate is like looks like it's like an entrance to a compound, like it's like boarded up, like and then well, like the two slanted sides that lead into the actual gate part is just two giant stars.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That man's fucking insane. Yeah, dude, you
Yeah.
should just go dig up his backyard.
Oh my god.
See what happens. I guarantee you, you'll
I'd
find something.
I'd be a
that'd be some good content. You
That
guys should
would be some
hit
good
them one
content.
of the
Yeah,
yeah.
whenever I come to
Just ask the
Austin,
new owners like, hey, can we dig up your backyard?
yeah, be like, hey, we want to
listen.
dig this up. If we find something, we'll pay you
We're
for
looking
it.
for aliens. We're looking for aliens and gay
We're
frogs.
looking for aliens and gay
Yeah.
frogs. Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Oh
Oh
my
man,
god.
that would be fucking funny.
So I don't think ACL is going to be happening this year, boys.
No,
And
definitely not.
I don't think music festivals will reopen before this is all over.
It depends. I mean, what month is ACL?
October.
October.
There's no
I mean,
way. When did I come for ACL?
October
October.
21st.
You're lying to me.
No.
No,
Is
it was
that right?
October
Why did I
7th.
feel like it was
It
springtime?
was October
What?
17th, I
No,
think we
it was
went.
the fall.
Huh.
It was definitely the fall because remember it was like kind of chilly in the mornings, and then
Coming back to
it
me.
yeah we had the weird rain experience while waiting for Gary.
Oh god, that was such a good day, dude.
That was
That
a
was
really good day.
so good.
That was a really good day.
Oh man.
And then our Uber driver going back almost got us killed.
Yeah. That was fun. Dude, I swear to God, if I get in a wreck in an Uber, I'm gonna get so much fucking money out of that company. I swear to God, dude, because I went to DC with JP and Joseph and Joseph's family. Oh my God, fucking insane. We had the craziest Uber drivers on the planet. Can I just run through these real fast because they're
Yeah,
fucking
go for it,
hilarious?
buddy.
Okay, so the first Uber driver that we had, we took um what was it? Oh, so we were going to the White House from the hotel that we were staying at, and
Mhm.
this dude was clearly from the Middle East. He had some Middle Eastern music playing in his car. Okay, I'm not racist, but I got creeped the fuck out because Joseph's mom, the entire time, swore to God that there was worship music, Christian worship music, playing in this dude's car. She was like, "Yeah, it really sounds like worship music. Like, are you sure? Like, praise God." And I was like, "No, no, no, no. That is not worship music." And
Same
like,
God, different religion.
I was sitting directly behind her, and I tapped her on the shoulder. And I was like, "You need to shut the fuck up." And she was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "You need to shut the fuck up." And she was like, "Why?" Because this dude was clearly not having it. He was like, "Yeah, okay, like whatever." And then like she insisted like 4 or 5 times. She was like, "This really sounds like worship music." I was like, "You need to shut the fuck up. Like I cannot have this." And the entire time I'm trying to like run through my brain. It's the Zach Galifianakis math meme, and I'm like running through my brain like, what's the quickest way out of this vehicle safely? Like it was bad. The second Uber driver that we had, JP, Joseph, and I are going to the concert that we were going to. It was actually to a bar because it was like a super small band. Super fun though. But we had this Russian hype beast and a BMW M3 taking us. And he was playing like the most intense fucking EDM music you could think of. And every fucking bass drop, he would drop the gear because it was a slap shift. He would drop the gear and just fucking take off into traffic. I was like, this is fucking insane.
But
Too
that's how
hype,
you
man. Too
drive.
hype. Yeah.
The third, okay? Third. It's fucking insane. We're going to, because we're doing, it's a tourist tour. It's a tourist trip. So we're going to Arlington Cemetery,
Yeah.
and we're in the car with this. It already started off bad because the bus that we were in that was supposed to take us to Arlington broke down. And it's like one of those like double decker, like outside buses.
Yeah.
Broke down. We're like, all right, well, that's fantastic. So we call an Uber. The Uber goes into the Costco parking lot in DC. Okay? Not on the road that we were on, in the fucking Costco parking lot. So we go into the Costco parking lot, we meet her, we all get in, and then as we're leaving, it takes us like 20 minutes because the little like ticket exchange thing for Costco to like get in and out of the parking lot completely just shits the bed on us. So we have a
Oh shit.
Costco employee come out and like fuck with it, and then he just like manually lifted the gate and he was like, "Get out of here." So that happened. And then once we get on the highway with this lady, she immediately just starts swerving in and out of traffic, and I'm like, this is terrible. She takes us to the airport. We loop back around to get to the exit where Arlington is. No, no, no. We go back to the airport again. And the entire time while we're doing this, it's jam packed DC traffic in the middle of the summer.
Yeah.
And we're just like, what the fuck is happening? And every time she switches lanes, she doesn't turn on a blinker and she doesn't look either. It's just like, you see me? Boom. That was her line. You see me.
I turn
And
right
then
now.
just fucking yank the wheel. Oh my God, dude.
It's like that Family Guy bit with the Asian woman.
Oh my
Good luck,
God.
everybody else. I know what you're talking about. Dude, I went to Arlington when I was like, man, I don't know, maybe like 7. And I just remember that I was like, we're coming up to like where the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is. And wait, this is the same place, right? Am I
Yeah,
dumb?
you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
you're
I'm
good.
on the same page. Okay, just making sure. And
They always have a Marine guarding it. Yeah.
okay, yeah. And so they started doing the changing of the guard, and like that's what you go for. And so
Dude, I
I'm
got to
like
see that as
7.
well.
Ever
So
it
cool.
gets like
Same.
super somber, like everyone's. And I see him doing it, and I had like walked on ahead, and so like my mom and my sister were behind a ways, and I just start screaming. I'm like, they're changing of the guard, like a 7-year-old boy just screaming, dude. And it's like my bad guys, it's
Well, at
dumb.
least you were being excited about it and not
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Yeah,
There's a. I was
little
the
both.
last time I was there was eighth grade. And we got to see the changing of the guard. And I remember that I went out of my way because they have. That's where they have the official tombstones for the crew of the 2 space shuttles that went down.
It's where the
And
Eternal Flame is too, right? It's all
yeah,
the same place. Okay, yeah, yeah.
and where the memorial for the Apollo 1 crew, which is the crew that died due to a fire inside the capsule on the launch pad. Um, so I mean, I went out of my way to go see those guys, and then we did the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and whatnot. So yeah, my mom actually lived in DC for a while.
Oh,
I
really?
don't know if you knew
I
that.
really
Mhm.
like DC.
Yeah, I
DC is
like
really
DC
nice.
as well.
Although
It's a
I
cool
always
place.
like a bike around the city. You can just bike everywhere. I thought that was the
Yeah,
coolest part. Like they have rental bikes everywhere.
yeah,
One of the funniest things that
That's
I
what I
saw
remember.
was this big ass Catholic church, like in the middle of downtown DC.
yeah.
And
We went there.
okay, funniest thing about it though, I don't, I might have a picture of it. Anyway, somebody or multiple people went and spray painted a rainbow flag on the staircase
Oh
of
my
this Catholic
god,
church. I could not stop laughing. I thought
it's
that
it's a
was the
pretty church
greatest
though.
thing. Oh, it's a beautiful building. But funniest fucking thing was they spray painted a goddamn rainbow flag on the staircase of this church. Oh, I was like, DC has some savages, dude. This is hilarious.
Savages.
Dude, but
Savages.
everything gets blown out of proportion in DC because, like, me and
Oh,
my sister
completely.
were.
That's true.
What was my mom there? My sister won a little writing contest. Was the last time I was there, and so me and my sister, like my mom and my suit, like the younger sister that won the writing contest, were like off doing whatever they had to do there. And so me and my the older sister were just like riding bikes around. We like get back to the hotel room, and then there's like a news like breaking news pop up that's like riots erupt in DC all around the city, like, and it's like showing these masses of people, and we're like, where is this? Like, we want to go see it. Like, we just were around the entire city. It's
Oh
not
my
here.
god. No, dude,
Yeah.
There's literally nothing.
the craziest part about that trip was that we found out firsthand how dangerous Lime scooters are. Holy shit. Those things are fast.
Not long after you and Carson came, they ended up getting like slowly banned out of Austin.
Oh, really?
Dude, with good reason. Me and
Yeah.
Carson were riding those
They're
up and
dangerous.
down. Where did you send us there? Or did we just find it? Some like
No, you found
park.
it because
We
I
were
was
on the
still in
top of the.
school.
Yeah, dude, we found just like this little nature preserve area, and there was like lime scooters at the top of it, and we're like in the hills of Austin, and we just start flying down the hills on these lime scooters. Like, it was pretty funny, but I can see how they
They're
would get
fucking
banned.
dangerous. So we went to the Air and Space Museum. JP Joseph and I, we go to this Air and Space Museum.
That place.
Best
There,
place.
oh, it's so fucking cool. So we're in there, we're checking out all the fun stuff, and then I spot the like IMAX theater that's in there, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's really cool. And I was like, I wonder what they're showing. Well, it was right at the time that they had the Godzilla movie coming out.
Okay.
Okay, like was that last year? I think it was last year.
Maybe. I think
Anyway,
so.
newest Godzilla movie that came out, and it was right at that time, and they had these big ass posters. And I was like, guys, and I went and talked to the girl. I was like, can we get some posters? She was like, yeah, absolutely. So we take these posters, and we all have one. And I had like tucked it in the back of my shirt so I could safely drive this lime scooter down the street. And we
Looks like you
take
have a
off.
sword on your back.
Yeah, it's what it felt like. So we take off, and there's just like cars do not give a fuck, and we're on
Oh
the
no.
sidewalk, and runners are getting pissed off with us
Oh
because
yeah.
like we would get up to them and we'd slow down, and then like they like we had one guy just like completely just like blow his load, like he was like so pissed off.
Blow his
He
load.
blew his load. He just jerked off in the street. But he was so angry. But yeah, dude, they're fucking dangerous. But have
Yeah.
you on that same trip actually? I think it was the same trip. It was the same trip. We go to a movie theater, okay,
Yeah.
to go see Godzilla, because Joseph's a fantastic or a crazy Godzilla fan, and he was like, "Yeah, let's go see Godzilla." Well, we're in the theater, and the lady asked if we want 4D tickets, and we're like, "Fuck yeah, we want 4D tickets." So she gives
You've never
us.
seen 4D before?
No, I've never been in a fucking 4D movie before, especially Godzilla. Okay,
That's true.
so we go and we sit down, and like, there's no seat belts, which there should be. Okay, there should be seat belts in a 4D movie because I'm sitting in this chair and that thing is like flying up and down and like just boo doo. Like I legitimately flew out of the chair like 3 times during that
Okay, did
movie.
you also weigh like nothing?
I
So
weigh
like
150. Like you should think that it shouldn't rock that much, but I flew out of that chair like 3 times.
so have y'all ever been to the World of Coke in Atlanta?
No.
Nope.
Okay, so they have a 4D theater there, and my cousin used to live in Atlanta, and so when my mom and me would go visit her in Atlanta, we'd go to the World of Coke. By the way, I love the World of Coke. It's got to be one of my favorite places to go. Um, but anyways, they have a 4D theater there, and I saw like this weird B, like it wasn't the B movie, but it was like a weird B movie there. And what I
It was a
remember
documentary
specific,
on bees.
no, it was an
Yeah.
animated movie. But what I remember specifically was there was one scene where the bad guy was a bee, and he went to sting someone, and you felt like this little like nub pop out the back of the seat and hit you in the lower back,
Yeah,
and it
they
just like
fucking had that in
hurts.
Godzilla. It freaked me the
I
fuck
was like,
out.
I was like 7 years old at the time, so I flipped my shit. It was yeah.
Also, like it was one of those moments that you had to be there, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. As
Oh
soon as
god.
we got out of it's so funny. I don't know why it's so funny, but it's so funny. As soon as we got out of the movie theater, which was on like the third floor of this mall, we
Hmm.
get out and we're going down the escalator, and as soon as we get out, we can't hear anything because there's music blaring throughout the building. But it's not actually blaring throughout the building. Like, there's not speakers everywhere. It's coming out of the fucking bowling alley, which is on the second on the second level. And I'm like, what
I
the
know exactly
fuck
which mall you're
is
in now.
that noise?
Yeah.
And we're going down the escalator, and I'm literally like a foot apart from Joseph, and I was like, what is happening? And he can't hear me. He can't hear. I'm a foot away from this dude, and he can't hear me. Like it was the loudest thing I've ever heard. And I got out, and we get out of the mall, and I was deaf. Like I felt like I'd been in a concert for like 6 hours.
That mall, that exact mall, there's in the food court, there's a Panda Express, and that's the very and when I was in 8th grade and I went to DC, that was the very first time I had Panda Express, and that's how I remember that mall.
Panda Express is pretty great. I don't care what anybody else says.
Last time I
I'm
had
a
it, I
fan.
got food poisoning. Fun fact.
Well, that's fantastic for you. I'm still on a hot streak, and I still have never gotten
Oh,
food
I
poisoning.
had some hot Matthew. Let me tell you what, I had some hot streaks.
I'm sure you did.
We're talking shotgun blast out the a hole. Okay.
I'm sure. You just paint the
Yeah.
toilet bowl. One blast.
Oh,
Chick chick
it was
boom.
black. It
Yeah.
was black. That was the worst time I've had food poisoning because I remember I was hunched over on my toilet, completely naked, shivering, and I was cold, but it was like 75 degrees in my room. I was cold,
How many times have you had food poisoning?
only twice, but I was cold and like I was shivering, and I was on the toilet, kid you not, from 10:30 until 2:30 in the morning, and I thought I was gonna die. I had to fall asleep like in a mummy position, otherwise my asshole was hurting, and and I literally had to prop my pillows up, and I fell asleep legitimately like this. I'm like, well, if I die in
Oh
my
my
sleep, they'll find me like
god.
this, and I'm ready.
Oh my god. All
It was
right.
awful.
Well, as soon as this podcast turns into shit talk, I think it's time to wrap it up. Oh man. All right. Well, uh, Trey, if anybody sees this, they'll know that you run a CBD company called CBD Solutions, and they need to go
And
check it
Check me
out.
out at I ran out of CBD.com.
I
oh,
ran out of CBD.com. There you go. And you're running
there you
a
go.
promo right now for Corona, right?
I am. Use code COVID-19.
COVID
$19
19.
off.
Is it just COVID 19 or COVID 19?
Just COVID-19.
Just COVID
It's at the top
19.
banner too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Top
on the
banner. Yeah, no reason not to use it. Just go get
for sure.
some kick-ass CBD solutions and
And
yeah,
for
I
fans of
looked
this
into buying
podcast,
that domain.
you
Side
should.
story, just real quick. Okay, so cbdsolutions.com. So it turns out that I made a mistake. If you go to like search a domain that you want to buy on like a domain hosting website,
yeah,
and then don't buy it, it gets bought by just a bot.
yeah,
Because they know there's interest and they're like, well, we'll buy it and then we'll
yeah,
sell it to you for way more than it's worth. And so
okay.
if you go to cbdsolutions.com, it is currently listed for $37,000. It can be mine. And so
A
I
crisp
finally,
37,000.
yeah, okay, so it's been listed for 2 years and no one's bought it. So finally I emailed them. I was like, look, guys, a domain is only worth what someone's willing to pay for it. I was like, I'll give you $1,500. Like, I want it, but not $37,000, Brad. And so they told me, while it's hosted on their website, they're not the owners of it, and the owner has turned off bidding. They're like, but we can try and get you 10. We can try. Maybe they said like so many like no
Yeah.
words. They're like, we maybe possibly could try to get you 10% off. I'm like, 10% off of $37,000. I messaged him back. I was like, I've waited for 2 years. I can wait for 2 more. I was like, I might buy it for 10% of asking price, but not 10% off. Like, that's ridiculous.
That's insane.
No, dude, drop a nice 37, and then everybody knows that you're CBD Solutions.
Oh, no, dude. I made it. Not that bad, though.
Not that bad. You can wait it out.
Yep.
You can wait it out. All right. Well, that was episode 12 with our good friend
And
Trey.
real quick before we
What
get
you got?
off, for fans of the podcast, go follow us on Instagram at the.booth.podcast because we still haven't gotten the actual The Booth Podcast
We're gonna get it.
username on Instagram yet. And also check out our website, which is in the description below. It's just a landing page that has all of our social media links and everywhere that we post this podcast on, including audio only formats, which includes Spotify, iTunes, and Google Play. We have an Instagram and a Twitter. All of this is listed down below in the link in the description.
Awesome. All right.
Yep.
Thanks
Well,
for having me, guys.
yeah, absolutely. We'll definitely have you back on.
Not a big plan.
All right, man. Peace out.
Peace.
Bye.